Hey guys, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out After Like by IVE. This is IVE's, I believe, their second comeback. So this is the ones to really pay attention to. For me, when a group debuts, I really hold myself on really calling myself a fan of a group until at least 3 promotions, at least a second comeback, you know, because sometimes you might just have a really good debut song and then the company mismanages you the rest of the way through, or you might have had a hit song and it might have been a fluke, you know? And so I like to see several comebacks and see like what the different members are capable of when they do different genres. And so I'm very excited because up until this point, I have loved everything IVE has put out, from their title tracks to their B-sides, to their variety content. So I'm excited. Now, before we actually get into the video real quick, guys, if you enjoy our content and you want to support the channel, plus if you're a fan of IVE, we actually have some bonus IVE content on our Patreon. If you go to our Patreon, we do bonus reactions. We do listening parties. We have done listening parties for both the B-side reactions for IVE, but we have also reacted to IVE's variety content as well. We watched season 1 of 123 IVE, and I know season 2 is out as well. So we're gonna be checking out season 2 real soon. So if you want to check that out with us, and plus we have a bunch of other variety content, whether it's IZA1 content or we have content for other groups, boy groups, K-dramas, anime reactions, whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to see all that and more, come join us over on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You can just simply like the video down below or subscribe down below. We would really appreciate it. All right, let's get into the video. This is After Like by IVE, and this is your form of therapy. Ooh, wow. Suddenly, like, starting really fast. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is a very nice top line. Woo! I was about to have a critique for this video, but never mind. I was about to say, these visuals are so, they're getting very dull, and I love this set now. Oh my god, does Khaled have blonde hair? Whoa, one of his hair is... Wow, this is... Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my gosh! Oh, I see. I see. Now I hear the I Will Survive sample. Okay. Wow, there's a really interesting shot in there where actually, wow, they're actually, huh. Wow. They're throwing in like some odd angles, but it gives the video, where has this video been? What? Wow. I feel like someone who is way more of like a musical nerd can give you a very good breakdown of why the heck that song sounds so awesome. They're definitely sampling. I think it's "I Will Survive" the by Donna Summers. I may have the title mixed up with another one, but I believe, yeah, the way they changed that up into a much more emotional, beautiful love song, which, wow, IVE really knows how to hit that note, don't they? They really know how to hit that great emo pop genre, that chic emo pop genre. And I shouldn't say emo pop. That makes it sound like emo, like emotional pop. Well, that's also strange. But anyways, their ability to do that from both 11 to Love Dive and now After Like definitely for me cements, oh yeah, I'm a fan of IVE. I am definitely a fan of IVE. And I actually really like that Starship is going for a very smart marketing approach with IVE. I feel like they are kind of barrel rolling them. This is already their second comeback, and I think they have maybe been around 6 months now, maybe a little bit more, just barely. But you know, Starship is really pushing them, but looks like they have the assets and the funds to do it because, well, they're only dedicating singles for each project so far. So I'm really digging it. I don't think there's an EP with this. Let me go ahead and actually check that for you guys. All right, so just like their previous releases, this is also a single. There is one B-side. I'm definitely going to check that out. I'm going to react to that on my Patreon. But I really thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, is it my favorite IVE release? As of right now, my first impression is no. We're going to take a second listen through because, of course, it's IVE, and I do love the song. But right now, it's nestling at a solid 8 out of 10. You know, if I've kind of like tweaked my scoring a little, so I am going back and like relatively changing my scores. But if I were to like relatively rank all of the IVE songs with titles with one another, I would say Love Dive is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And I would say 11 is more like a 9 out of 10, although I do think, again, it's perfect. On its own, I think it's a 10 out of 10. But After Like, it doesn't give me that initial pull, that initial tug. But that's also because After Like, I'm actually surprised they're even making it a title track. The top line here, the melody here, it's actually a little too emotional. Like, it's not really a commercially driven mainstream title track pop song. And you know what? That's also why I'm not complaining. I'm like, damn, but the song is really, really good. And you know what? I don't think IVE is hurting for needing more press. I think IVE is doing pretty well. So maybe an opportunity for them to showcase a little something different, even if it doesn't perform as well as their previous releases. I think that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a second listen. Okay, so this is interesting. They do it from the beginning. First of all, I love like how kind of ridiculous the video is. They give the video a lot of personality that way. But them showing the shots of like literally you actually saw the camera. They filmed her being filmed and then use that footage like it as if it's behind the scenes footage in the video. And they do that at the end of this video too. They do like this concert portion, and I was yelling, "Where was that this entire video?" But it looks like it was here. The initial shock had to wear off. But wow. This is interesting. They're using that retro sample, but also the way they're dressed is kind of like in a retro way. Even their hairstyles, they're not. They're more of. It's that retro coming back as like a Gen Z type of thing, but also it's the way they're lit too. I really like the way they're lit. They have like this very harsh, almost theatrical type of lighting. So it also gives it that additional retro look to it, like that big theatrical spotlight look. So that's really cool. And they add like a soft halation too. Yeah, you can notice. Yeah, there's a soft halation on her skin and the lights. So that means whenever the light is like hitting them, and it's giving like a soft glow, which also is part of like the retro look. Wow, this LED staircase is really cool. So this is where in my first watch through I said I was gonna have a critique for this video. I didn't realize what this video was actually trying to do. This scene, it's like they're wearing simple white dresses and very oversized plastic looking jewelry, and I was like, why are they just like against a black background? And then I realized, oh, a lot of this, they're literally going for that retro motif. That's like they're trying to go for that old school disco music video look. So it actually, you can definitely really tell during their close-ups, because you can see the crew is blowing giant fans at them so that their hair will blow. Wow. 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 Their movements. Wow. Even that fast panning shot. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Kulture, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That whole sequence was really cool. Oh my God. Kulture and Wonyoung were so cool. Wow. And then he's all, wow. Wow, wow, that close-up shot. She gave the killer look. Wow. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. This is definitely growing on me. I think as a song, it's probably gonna actually rest at an 8 out of 10 for me. I think of their title releases, this is definitely my least favorite. Now, when I say least favorite, that's still a really, really high standard, even by just like music in general. Like an IVE 8 is a pretty strong 10 for a lot of other people, for me. And so I really like this, but it's definitely not my favorite one. But in terms of a video, I actually really love the energy in this video. It was kind of hard to interpret at first because they kind of give this a very, very, very cinematic look. Like even just having this depth of field, this shot of having the camera move past her, it just feels more like we're watching a scene from a movie and she's breaking the fourth wall rather than watching a music video. Again, it feeds into one, they're shooting this shot and it's a really, really, really long focal length shot. It's not a wide shot. And the fact that they don't shoot a lot of wide shots. And here's the biggest difference, and you're gonna notice the skin and the lighting. If you look at Wonyoung right here, you're gonna see like this soft, see this soft glow around her entire face. But if you go to this next shot, you don't see that, right? That's the more classic sharp digital look, but this is when they throw on like either effects in post-production or something on the lens where it affects the image to give it like that soft blur. That's what makes this look so straight up like a movie, but it's also like the best. Like it's like so well produced, like a music video, but it's shot more like a movie, and the reason why it feels like it's like a movie, it's not really a movie, it's just that retro film look that all music videos were also shot on before. Wow. I love these scenes with Ray too. A lot of personality. What was Wonyoung's set? Just like a random giant oversized playground set. Ray has like a crash test dummy sort of green screen. Wow, Kulture's set. Also, Kulture's set looks quite incredible. But also, why Kulture seems to be getting like the most experimental and being and doing the most different things out of all the IVE members across their B-sides. You know, like her rap section in Royal was super awesome. Like Kulture has been showing so many different sides of us musically. And I don't know if they're like trying to do that. It just seems to be happening to her. And I don't think I've heard her do something like so cute like that. That's her first, I feel like, very cute and bubbly line. Oh yeah, this is totally growing on me now. Definitely took a moment though. Oh, but they always get me with the rap. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. Oh, did they even show? Yeah, see, they're even showing these scenes being shot. They're literally showing the camera rigs. That's so interesting. Wow, that was really cool. Wow, this is all really, really cool. These are some cool ideas. Wow. Wow, that shot of Wonyoung. The frame rate on that, wow, the frame rate here is incredible. It makes their dancing look so dope. I love that pose thing they do. Oh, wow. Kyle and Yujin this time. Wow. 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 Okay, I've definitely got to alter my score. I think now that I better understand what the concept is and rewatching it, this music video is actually huge. It's in many ways is almost bigger than Love Dive, but in a very, very different way. Like I said, the tone that this video evokes is very different. It lives in this weird hybrid of, I think it's a very faithful retro vibe video. This doesn't feel like a modern K-pop music video. And I think the team did a really good job at establishing that. I think it comes through in the lighting, in the choice of shots, even in the choice of the barrel lenses, shooting this mostly at a longer focal length and not having as many wider digital looking video shots. They tried to make this not look as digital as possible. And I really, really respect that. Like a lot of this looks like film. They definitely shot them on digital cameras, but like the way they color graded them, they actually color graded it really heavily to make sure that it almost feels like it's not as digital. But by the end, that last big dance portion, they actually kind of cut back on it. If you could tell, and then you notice they completely changed the frame rate. Well, not the frame rate, maybe they might have changed the shutter speed, but you suddenly see it getting really fast, and suddenly it transitions into the digital look. So it goes from like this very, very cinematic retro video, disco inspired music video style to suddenly very modern K-pop video style. So I really, really respect them for that. By the way, this outfit that I just froze on right here, those silver boots on jeans, wow, bold choice. Very, very respectable. After Like by IVE, in conclusion, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Same score as 11. I think on a music video level, I love this music video. I love this more than the 11 music video. I think what they did here, it's not my favorite. On a personal level, I think Love Dive will always be my favorite, but that's also because Love Dive's song will always be my favorite. But Love Dive is also those once in a generation type of songs, so I'm not going to hold everything to those standards, but that's what my 10 out of 10 is. I just want to know what everyone's working with. So after Like, I thought it was an 8 out of 10. I thought, this isn't as good as 11, but in a way, this is actually better than 11 in many ways. The music video, as I mentioned, the very specific tone that this video pulls off, I think, is extremely difficult. And they were able to pull it off with the way they made sure that the digital video didn't look too digital. They made it look more closer to film, the heavier color grading, even like adding more like cyan into the color grading as well to give it that retro vintage look to it. Every aspect of that. They had to be very, very careful and very well thought out and planned from the very beginning with this video. And I thought they did a great job. But I will say, as a song, I think I still do like 11 more as a song. But I think ultimately, like, because I like the video more on this one, but the song more on this one, they kind of balance each other out. Guys, that's it for me and After Like by IVE. I want to pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think about IVE's latest comeback? I personally love it. It's not my favorite IVE comeback, but it's enough to say I am for sure a huge IVE fan. They are definitely one of my favorite girl groups now. And so I cannot wait to see IVE Season 2, 123 IVE Season 2. But guys, thank you for tuning in. As I mentioned, I am going to be checking out 123 IVE. I'm also going to be checking out the B-side that's coming off the After Like single. And I'm going to be checking out some performances, live stages for After Like. That's all going to be on my Patreon. So by the time you see this on YouTube, it will already be on Patreon. So come check it out with us. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to, but we do bonus reactions over on our Patreon. We just brought back Produce 48, obviously, which Wonyoung and Eugene were on. We also have checked out numerous IZ*ONE content, but we've also checked out Season 1 of 123 IVE, and we'll definitely be following the IVE journey. So you can check that out on our Patreon with us. We also have K-drama reactions, anime reactions. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily, though. If you want to support us for free, go ahead and hit the like button down below. All right, that's a simple, easy way to help us out. Go ahead and hit subscribe over here. We're going to have some other videos for you over here. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys.